MK, and I am here to introduce to you a brand new series happening every Friday called Mixed Media Mayhem, and this is the lift that we will be creating with today. I say we because there is a whole group of us down below in the description box that is playing along every Friday with us for Mixed Media Mayhem, and then the last Friday of every month, everybody gets to join in if they're part of our public Facebook group, which is also down below. So you guys can go and join that and check it out and see everybody's take on it if y'all aren't video watchers. But then how do you find out if I'm not saying it? Anyways, I'm going through everything that I'm going to be using today. And I did get a little overboard because I forgot what size of layout I was going to create. So I pulled out a whole bunch of Cocoa Vanilla legendary pieces, except for this little branding strip that says Boys Rule, because I live in a house full of boys and I have one Tom girl and one little princess. So yeah, it's we're outvoted. Anywho, I am going to be working with just mostly the legendary papers. I do have a few things from Not Just for Boys. I have one little star button that is left over from probably back in the day, Secret Not Secret Kit Club, when I used to get a mystery kit. And my photo, my one single photo, because I am actually going to be doing a 6x8 layout. And I totally forgot about it. So I just went happy crazy on all the good things that I was going to pull out for this layout. And I don't end up using hardly anything. In fact, by the time I got done even making my photo mat per the sketch or the layout, my apologies, I'm working on sketches too. By the time that I'm done matting this photo, based off of what I see in the inspiration layout, I don't have hardly any room for mixed media. So what was I thinking? I have no idea. I just thought that I wanted to do something fun and cheery about a very silly photo. Now, what is my husband doing? He is sitting cross-legged with a fishing pole in our front yard because he is what is called gopher fishing. Yes, that is a thing. So basically what you do is you take the fishing line without a hook, by the way, and you create kind of like a noose, N-O-O-S-E, noose. And you make it wide enough to go around the hole. And then as soon as you see that gopher pop his head up out of the hole, you jerk back really fast on the fishing pole to tighten the noose. He is just sitting out there in front of the gazebo and gopher fishing. So, yeah, because we have nothing else better to do with our daily lives. I'm sorry, you guys. This is hilarious. I couldn't not scrap this, you guys. It is just something that, he gets in his brain that he's going to do. All right. So what am I going to do for mixed media? Now that I remembered I was going to do such a tiny layout, I'm going to take just my yellow stencil butter. That is the Crafter's Workshop. I showed you guys 3, of these pastes that I intended on using, because what I was going to do is actually take the stencil and use it multiple times and build up my layers with the different colors from light to dark. And when I remembered I was doing such a small layout, this is like the only time I do a single photo layout, by the way, unless it's an 8.5 by 11. Sometimes I singular those photos as well on those types of layouts. But anyways, that was my intention. That was my thought process when I still had a 12 by 12 piece of paper. But gopher fishing does not warrant a 12 by 12 layout, even though it is pretty funny. In fact, I had to change up my title. I had to do everything because I was going to have the best as my title. And then I thought, no, that's just too big. Plus all the other elements that kind of sort of work a little bit better than just the best. I'm pretty sure I can come up with something a little bit more ingenious. Not that I ever do. But anyways, I also have to tell you guys that, like I said, this is a very minimalist layout as far as the mixed media goes. In fact, I picked a piece of paper that also kind of sort of looked already like my mixed media layout. Now, that is the best thing about this new series, the Mixed Media Mayhem, is because it is, it's called Mayhem because it may have mixed media, but it may also be a representation of mixed media. So basically, get those words out of my mouth before I keep saying them over and over again. What I'm trying to say is you don't have to have the wet stuff. You don't have to have the messy stuff in order to scrap lift what looks like a lot of mixed media, which for this layout in particular, it looks like somebody took and painted the edges, stamped the edges, painted over the stamps. I mean, all that good jazz, right? And then truly only used a little bit of paste through a stencil like what I did, right? And because you use such a little bit of paste through the stencil, it dries in a heartbeat. By the time I was done messing around with my photo layers and what I wanted to use, bam, my paste was done. No heat gun, no nothing used at all in order to create this. And so I just wanted to share with you guys a different way of looking at a mixed media layout. Now, even though it looks hugely complicated, it can still be broke down into sections just like a regular scrap lift that doesn't have all this mixed media. You can pick a piece of paper, say that 10 times fast. You can pick a piece of paper and also have it represent what could have been mixed media. Could I have added stamps into what was already here on this paper? Absolutely. But why mess with perfection? Yes, I could have, because that is part of what we are doing. But that is one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys about this new series is it's always going to be mixed media representation. It is not going to be just a bunch of mixed media layouts. Now, that is my interpretation of Mixed Media Mayhem. But we are still scrap lifting a layout and doing it in our own way. For me, I'm going to take that layout and find the most simplistic way of using mixed media possible. Now, what the other people are up to and going to be goofing off with, I can't wait to see. Honestly, I can't, because this is our very first episode or series episode, like we're a TV show. That's cool. But this is our very first one. I do hope you guys join us at the end of every month because it's a fantabulous layout picked out for everyone to join in. But for me, I'm going to try to keep it simple and show you guys a more, what's the word? Less messy way of mixed media. That is my plan, or different ways to look at mixed media. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to check out everyone else that is joining in on this brand new series, you guys. It is going to be awesome. And I will check y'all later. Bye.